Hello everybody, this is TONIK TZW and I'm here in World of Warships Legend flying the legendary Gearing Destroyer. I am in division with my buddies Chin Laden and Lake Truth, and we're up against a, well, not quite a potato red team. They do give us a run, but let's see how this game goes. We've got a domination mode. We've spawned on the centre, so we're going to push B cap. And I'm moving forward, trying to use that island as cover to spot the red team, but also to give me some cover from any torpedoes that might come straight down the middle. You'll see that I am using Perceptive on the gearing, which gives me the white arc showing me the direction, or the approximate direction, to the nearest enemy ship. Now, it could be the Yamato because he is in that direction, but it may also not be the Yamato. And as we can see, B-cap is being turned, which means there's a destroyer out there, so we are going to move in to contest it. Now, the jolly thing is with the gearing is I've got really long-range torpedoes, and that, I think it's an Iowa and the Yamato that are sat back there, think they're safe, sitting at range, but I'm just going to put some prospective torpedoes out there, and no sooner do we turn to do that, and we see a set of 4 torps come past us. Now, knowing the ships that are in the game, that could be the Adachi, it could also be that Mogami that's moved out there to the right side. Now, he's got some hard-hitting HE, so I want him off the map, because I don't want to get caught on this side of the island. Now we get a second set of 4 come through there. We know now that that's probably not the Mogami. My torps are still running on those 2 battleships. They don't appear to have moved. And I'm thinking I've possibly got a Yadachi hiding behind here. And he's probably got a 8-second torpedo reload. So I'm expecting torpedoes coming past this side any second now. But I get a little bit of a surprise here because it isn't a set of 4. We have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 sets of torpedoes. And I'm thinking, have we got 2 sets? Well, whatever's around here is about to get a surprise because my torps are about to close in on that Yamato. I do get spotted, and we've got a Shimikaze. So I know that his torpedoes are gone. I'm going to go guns. He's popped his smoke. He's trying to back out of it. But we're going to deal with him in very short measure. And to drop detection, we're actually going to use his smoke screen. So he's kindly provided us with smoke, which has got just under a minute and a half left on it. And we're going to cozy up to his wreck while it sinks to give us a little bit of protection from torpedoes coming in from elsewhere. Now we did hit something with a torpedo. I don't know what it was, but that Yamato is going to get some guns on him. He disappears briefly, but we get back onto him, and I'm trying as hard as I can to get a fire lit on this bloke. But we just keep shooting and shooting and shooting, using this smoke from that Shimikaze to give us some cover, knowing that we still have a minute or so to play on it, and we've still got our own 2 smokes available. So he's panicking now because he knows there's a DD just come round on B cap, and instead of sitting at the back, he's trying to run away. He's broadside, and that gives our team ample opportunity to just lay the fire onto him as he runs. Now I stay focused on this guy for a while until he disappears behind there. And now I'm going to switch attention to the Iowa, and it looks like it was him who took the torps. We do get a fire on the Yamato. And now we're going to put some attention onto the Iowa. Now I make a mistake there, because you'll notice that my first set of torpedoes that went, I actually fired them into that sinking wreck of the Shimikaze. So, bit of a balls up by me there. But we've got another 5 running on the Iowa. He's trying to run away as well. Blue team have pretty much got control of all 3 caps now. Red team have lost half their team, and they're only a couple of minutes into the game, so it's not looking good for them. I was going to take some more torps. I think I'm on for my 2nd kill here, so I keep laying it on. fast as I can. No sooner do we get a fire on this guy, with this salvo I think it is, then my buddy takes the kill off me. That could have been kill number 2, but there's no such thing as kill stealing in this game, is there? So the Yamato's out of sight behind the islands. I don't want to uncover myself from my smoke just for the chance of getting another kill. So now I'm going to go out and scout a bit. Red team have moved on to A cap. We do have some ships across there to try and contest it. But we're out looking for the remaining 3 ships. We know there's a Yadachi out there, there's a Minotaur out there, and there's this GK who's been at the back, and he's just seen the rest of his team torn to pieces and is thinking, pretty much, dare I say it, fuck this, I'm out of here. So he's running, but I'm a gearing. My torpedoes are going to be reloaded again soon, and as fast as he runs, I'm going to spam some torps out there and just see what happens, because if anything, it's going to keep pushing him further out, trying to avoid those torpedoes and give our team a chance to push in. We see the Minotaur briefly get sighted. Now we see the GK. Now my torpedo indicator starts moving then, so I adjust a little bit and I put the second set a little bit ahead of where he's going to be. Minotaur's obviously smoked up, which leads me to believe that the Adachi is out there spotting for him. So we know he's potentially got sonar. Well, he has got sonar. He hasn't got radar because he's running smoke. But we do know that he can take us apart in pretty short measure. So we're going to push in to contest the cap, and we're going to use the island. We can see approximately where he is. And that's going to be useful in playing a little game of cat and mouse with this Minotaur. So I just highlight to the team where he is. We look across to the GK. The torps are still running. They appear to be running good. And now as we move into the cap to contest, GK has sailed in a straight line. He takes 2, but with that last salvo, he did take out our buddy late. But he takes 2 more. That gives me high caliber and a dev strike on top of the first blood that I got on that Shimikaze, who I think probably shot himself out of the bilges when I came around that corner. So we know the Minotaur's there. He's running a sonar. He's also spotted by another ship. So he knows that I'm there on the other side of that rock. So I am going to stay close and use that perceptive indicator to stop him from being able to come round one way or the other on me. Now the one thing we haven't seen at all is this Yadachi, and that could be trouble for us because obviously he does have a lot of torpedoes and he's a very stealthy boat. Now as I've moved forward, I've moved back into sonar detection range for this Minotaur, which means that wherever that Yadachi is, he can see me too. The Minotaur is reversing back up the islands. We're using the indicator. You know, he appears to be shifting backwards and forwards, so I want to move out of range of that sonar. But still, we want to try and keep him pinned. So we move off the cap and we're going to turn away. We're going to turn slowly, turn tight, and we'll notice that his smoke's still there and he's backing up very close to that back corner of the island. Now he can see me, and as you can see there, he starts trying to get shots across the top, but he can't. So now that I know he's up there, I can see that we've got a battleship coming up on the back to about the 2 o'clock position of where I am on the minimap. So we're going to move back forwards again, and we drop that sonar contact. We see torpedoes coming in from our front, so we know that this Yadachi has probably gone down the cap and round the bottom, hoping to get some torps on us while we were sat there. But I'm a smart cookie, and I'm not going to let that happen, he says. Now the Massachusetts is asking for intelligence data. He's actually in a better position than me to get it. So I've pinged the map to say this is where the Minotaur is. We've turned the cap, so the Minotaur isn't on the cap. But it does appear that he's pushing down again. So I'm just going to put some torps through this gap, either to catch him unawares, but possibly to just stop him from turning, or putting him onto his broadside on this Massachusetts. We've hit our second smoke. We do fire a little bit too early then, because we're not quite covered for our smoke. But the Massachusetts has got his main guns on, his secondaries on. Minotaur's avoided the torpedoes. He's now turned. He's trying to get as many guns as he can onto the Massachusetts. I switched to AP here, thinking I've got a broadside. But the Massachusetts secondaries get the kill. So that's again another shot that I've missed out on a ship. So we could have potentially been on 4 kills by now. Now this is where Yadachi nearly gets one up on us, because here come the torps. I managed to turn out of those. We know where that second set have come from. We know roughly where he is. He's on B cap, straight off my bow. He sees us. We see him. And there he is. Now, Yadachi's got quite punchy guns, but he's got a slower reload than us. So we are going to just go guns on him and get as much fire onto him as we can. We pick up a Confederate. Our engine's out. We're not going to repair it just yet. Now we do. He's nearly dead. His torpedoes are coming in, but I'm not giving up on this kill. We take the Yadachi. 175,000 damage. We end up with, I think it's 3,760 base XP. First blood, devastating strike, high caliber, and a Confederate. And we finished top of the board. And I think I earned that MVP on that game. So I hope you've enjoyed watching that. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me. Please do, if you like the video, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Thank you very much and have a good time.